oh my gosh, I will tell you right now, I may seem like I'm awake and have tons of energy, but woo, at like 4 this morning, I could not sleep and I was like, my stomach was not happy with me. I will admit I ate too much sugar before bed and it did not go over well in the morning. So anyway, I am here and I am loving this day, loving this life, but I gotta say, I am tired. All right. So as promised, when I did my live on Friday, I am going to be doing some Reiki healing for you all today. For those of you who've been excited and waiting for this, please give me a comment of some kind, a like, a heart, whatever YouTube allows you to do. I can't even remember. Anyway, can't remember if it's likes or hearts. I think it's thumbs up. Anywho, I hope you're having a beautiful day. I hope the weekend treated you well, and whether it did or not, let's give you some more love and healing and light energy, shall we? Mwah! Yes, let's do it. Okay. So while I'm warming up, I would love for you to take a couple of deep cleansing breaths, nice and slow in through the nose, hold for a beat, and then out through the mouth. Trying to exhale slightly longer than you inhaled. That tends to better activate the parasympathetic system. So let's do that now while I am warming up. Awesome. Okay, and then I'm going to take a nice cleansing deep breath with you as well as we get started here. So let me just get my hands in position, and I got to scoot closer to the camera there. All right. All right, here we go. Nice breath, ready? Beautiful. When you take those deep breaths, by the way, it is most helpful if you breathe in through your nose for 5-ish seconds. And when you do that, expand through your lower rib cage. So if you have your hands on your lower ribs, when you breathe in, they should pull away from each other. And when you breathe out, they should come close to each other or overlap, depending on how well you can really breathe out. We want that rib cage to move. Part of the reason is because our diaphragm is attached underneath there. And the more we can stretch and contract our diaphragm, the better things are overall. Our vagus nerve runs through that area, and so it helps to massage the vagus nerve, which has a huge part to play in our nervous system. So those deep breaths really are meaningful. It's not just like, oh yeah, let's take a deep breath for no good reason, right? They are truly magical and can calm your body in a way that most other things cannot if you take it seriously. So those deep breaths are good for your health, good for so many different parts of your health. So don't forget to breathe deep every day, at least for a few minutes each day, even if you have to break it up into, a minute here and a minute there. I'd love for you to just sit back, relax, enjoy the Reiki healing. And then at the end, if you wouldn't mind, after you've gotten your healing, commenting below where else in the body you need healing. I love to do specific body work. So tomorrow, I believe it is, my last video drops on the 7th chakra. I believe that's tomorrow. So I have all the chakras, specific healing to each one. If you need a certain one healed and you know that, start there. But if you aren't sure, don't know much about your chakras, or you don't know which ones need healing, you can start with one and work your way on up. It's always best to start with the lower ones first because they start at the grounding point of your body. And so working from the bottom up is usually the best way to go about it. Amazing. Thank you for joining me live if you are here right now. I'm going to be quiet for just a moment and allow this healing to really reach you. Focus hard on sending it out to you. And then when I start talking again, I want to talk a little bit about change, how to handle it better if you feel like it causes anxiety for you, and so on. Amazing. All right. So let's talk about change a little bit, shall we? Continue to sit back and relax if you're receiving that Reiki energy, with your eyes closed if you feel like it, and let's just discuss change here. So change can be a scary thing for a lot of people, especially if in your past you've had a lot of change that was negative in some way. It can be very intimidating, it can be anxiety provoking. A lot of my patients and clients are going through change, big life changes, whether it be marriage, divorce, moving to a new home, moving across the country, starting a business, stopping a business, holding boundaries with friends or family, big things that are hard for people a lot of times and can be stressful. But I wanted to discuss how change can be a good thing. So change is inevitable. The only constant in life is change, as they say. So if the only constant in life is change, then we need to get used to change and we need to know how to handle it appropriately. So if it's something that makes you anxious, let's reframe, okay? So they often say when you are going to public speak, if you feel scared, your body can't tell the difference between being scared and anxious or being excited about something. So if you feel scared, nervous, fearful, anxious, any of these emotions around change, instead convince your brain that you are excited about it. And notice how your energy will shift a bit. Now, this isn't probably going to happen in a moment, like, oh, I'm excited about this, boom, and it's done. But the more you convince yourself of the good things about this change that's coming and can convince yourself that you're excited about it, the less you will feel anxious, fearful, scared, nervous, all these other emotions, right? So it's a little mind hack, I guess you can say, to get your body on board with change in a good way. Another thing is, change often is the universe's way of saying something better is coming and you deserve it. And the universe is kind of saying, are you ready? And the way you respond is the answer. So if change is coming, and sometimes change isn't always obvious that it's a good thing or what you want or what you asked for. Sometimes change happens in weird ways. It unfolds in weird ways before it becomes obvious that, like, oh, this is what I wanted. It just didn't happen in the way I thought it would. So the universe is kind of testing you, like, hey, here's something, we're changing, and are you on board? And if you respond with excitement and like, yes, let's do this, I know this is going to be good, I know this is going to end up just how I imagined and how I've been manifesting and all of these things, then the universe brings you that amazing change, right? But if the universe says, here's some change, what do you think? And you respond with fear and pulling back and trying to resist that change, then the universe is like, okay, maybe they are not ready for this amazing thing they keep asking for, because they are not even ready for like a smaller change. So how could they be ready for a bigger change, right? So we have to really reframe the way we think about change. It's all a matter of the mind and our energy. So remember that as things come up in your life, whether they're expected or unexpected, the universe will always provide what you need as long as you hold that faith and hold that knowledge that you deserve the best, right? The universe will bring you whatever you truly believe. So if you truly believe that you deserve something good out of this change that's coming, the universe will provide good things for you. But if you doubt and you question and you resist, that makes it really hard for the universe to deliver what you really need out of that situation, right? So keep that in mind. I just wanted to throw that out there. Change can be daunting, but it's also incredibly exciting. And I don't know about you, comment below what you think, but for me, change has always ended up being a good thing in my life. If that's the case for you, I'd love to hear from you in the comments. And if change has not always been a good thing for you in your life, let's reframe, let's fix that. Let's start moving in a different direction. Awesome. All right, well, I hope you've enjoyed this longer Reiki session and talking about breathing and change, and hopefully some of that serves you. Please comment below your takeaways and anything else encouraging or positive or uplifting that you would like to share with others. I do not respond, by the way, to negative comments, and so don't bother. Take your bad energy somewhere else. If you want good energy, stick around. If you're feeling lousy but you want to feed off of the good energy that I bring here, awesome, stay, and I promise I will share. But if you're here just to, be a Debbie Downer, you can take that shit somewhere else. Sorry. I don't deal with that. I'm in a part of my life where that's just not welcome here. So, yeah. Anyway, I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you all so much, and I appreciate your positivity, your comments, your subscribes if you love what I do here. And I will see you again next time. Mwah! Have a beautiful day.